Hi everyone, it's Miss Alyssa here with Miss Lori, and we're here to do a program together. This is exciting. It's about how to create your own fairy garden. And the awesome thing is, most of the stuff we either had already in our own possession, it was donated to us, or we got it at the Dollar Tree, which is terrific because you can create your own fairy garden with things that you have laying around your house. You can spend very little money to make something that's really cool. And I made this one yesterday. So he's just a little guy, but I bought stickers at the Dollar Tree that have my name on it. So, and I also got the bucket at the Dollar Tree, a set of 3 for $1. So I just want you to know that you can create things that are really amazing for very cheap. So we're so glad you're here today. We're just going to show an example of how you can make fairy gardens with children. You can make them for adults. You can do it together as a family. And I'm so glad Lori's here with me today. It's great to be able to do a program that's children and adult together.
This is perfect for both ages.
I think so too. Okay, so to get started, we have no grand plans really. We just have a lot of our materials out, quite a few little miniatures. These are succulents. So you can buy these alive and they're really very, very reasonable. We happen to get a set from Amazon with like 20 of them for a really reasonable price, and they're artificial, so we can use them again and again, which is what I liked. And then we have our Spanish moss, we have our reindeer moss, that all came from the Dollar Tree, and then all of our different rocks and gems and shells. It's just great because you can use whatever you have. So I don't have anything that I really have planned out. I have dirt in here. You wouldn't have to use dirt. You could use some other kind of filler if you wanted to, but I wanted things to stick in there better. And I cut out a little pond, which I think is going to be kind of cool, but we'll see. This was just out of a little blue plastic tablecloth. So I'm just going to get started. I'm going to put my pond down, and I know already that I want rocks around it. So I'm just going to grab some of the rocks, and I'm going to put them down around it. Now, Lori, would you use this color, or do you think black would look better?
Well, I think that color looks good up against the dirt with the blue.
Okay.
But that would be perfect. I was thinking for when I have my grandchildren over, the bowl, the base like that, because it's lower, so we could sit at the table and they could reach it a lot easier than a pail, and it's enough for a bunch of little hands to.
Yeah, it is perfect. And guess what? Dollar Tree.
Well, I have some of these sitting around that, like for Christmas cookies and different things that I've never.
Perfect.
You bring out once a year, if that.
So yeah, so I'm just putting my rocks around my pond, and you can change it up. If I don't like this look, then I can just change it later, which is terrific. And I want to make sure it covers. And then I want to put in a little bit of this reindeer moss and see how that looks.
I really like that moss. It's different than the Spanish moss. It's more moist.
It is.
It's pliable. It's not as messy.
Yes, it's easier to work with, I think, too. So I'm going to use a little bit of that. And we have extra supplies sitting back here. There are examples of some books, some fairy garden books, as you'll see. Also some other containers you can use, extra Spanish moss. The awesome thing is you can use whatever. I thought it'd be really cute to use like a kid's dump truck.
That would be.
So, but we would love to see pictures of your fairy gardens when you create them.
Well, these would be perfect then for like each child could take one home.
Yes, I thought so too. And the stickers I thought were really cute. They were cheap, so everything we could do that would be affordable is what I really, really like. So I want to put a little bit of the Spanish moss too, and of course you can spread it out so that it can cover a little more surface area.
But what's great about these is like you can be as intricate or just willy-nilly as you want.
Exactly, because I did not plan this out. So this is really, you're seeing this as I'm working on it, and if I don't like something, I'll change it. And we have a lot of different creatures that you can use. We have some mushrooms here, but we have some really cute little miniatures, little mini elephants, and obviously we have some larger ones. I'm kind of excited to put in some more succulents. I love the colors of some of these.
I do too.
So
and those are really popular now.
Yes.
For decorating.
And
look at the cactus, looks really realistic.
Isn't
too.
it? I know. I think he does too. We might as well throw in there. So yeah, so you can just change things up. Okay, now I have a little frog, and I have to put him in here since I have a little pond. So there's my little lily pad and my little frog. I think I might sit him so he's kind of on a rock, which I think is kind of cute. And now I want to put some mushrooms in. I like the contrast of the red and the green.
The picks make them nice.
I think so too.
And it's nice if with all of this, if you don't like how it turns out, you can move it.
Exactly, and that's what I love, because maybe I won't really like some of these where they are. I can change them up. And the dirt makes it nice because then you can really push things down. They'll stay firmly. You could glue things down if you want to make a permanent fairy garden.
That looks really nice.
All right, and I might as well put one more of these in, since I have quite a few. And here's a couple stuck together, so we might just leave them that way. All right, so there's my fast, like 5-minute fairy garden that I think is pretty cute and done very, very inexpensively. All right, so now let's see what Lori's gonna create.
Well, I thought we had this pail from the Dollar Tree, correct? And I thought, Miss Alyssa had this, so I thought I'd go with more of a modern farmhouse.
I think that'll
If
be
that's
cute.
how your decor is. So I'm just going to put some succulents.
Yeah, and I love
in.
those thick ones.
I do
They
too.
really look realistic.
Yeah, they do. And I was eyeing this. Do you mind?
Oh, not at all.
Sharing this?
Nope.
Thank you. And real succulents, because I have some at home in a strawberry clay pot that was my mom's.
Cute.
And I leave it out all winter, and
Okay.
every summer it just comes back.
Really?
You just have to make sure that there's dirt in it, so succulents are very easy. I'll put some moss.
And you could probably get those at any
Store.
garden.
And a lot of people I know have them to where they're real easy to transplant too.
Okay.
I have some if you need some.
Yeah, maybe. That looks really cute.
Let's see, this is the first time for me doing a fairy garden.
Yeah, me too.
But I've seen some really nice ones where they made, it was almost like a memory fairy garden, just with things like special people in your life had given you.
Yes.
And then you just put that all around. And
Oh, I think that's a great idea.
I do too, because I have things like that sitting around my house and they always make me smile when I walk by and see them,
Oh, me
because they're good
too.
memories.
Well, it's a great place to have a little collection of items, you know. In fact, I'm gonna put one of these little fairies in here. It looks like it could really use a fairy, since this is a fairy garden.
Well, then you could even, now that we're doing this, I'm thinking, you could even do one like a vacation one. Like
Oh,
all
that's
your
true. With
little
sand and
yeah.
shells and
Because I know my daughter, whenever we went on vacation, she was always on a hunt for smooth rocks. Do you know what I mean? So
Yes.
she could do one like that, or it's just nice memories.
oh yeah, and kids could do ones with toys.
Yeah.
We could do a whole Lego one. We could.
Well, and I just brought things in, like I have even earrings that I don't have them made too.
Oh, that's cute. I really like the key in there too.
Mm-hmm. Or however. I'll put some. It's hard to see standing over it.
Right, but it's really, really cute. Yeah.
Okay. This is pretty. Let's see.
Oh, it's great.
There you go.
Yeah.
Less than 5 minutes.
Right. Your speedy fairy gardens.
Yes.
We're so glad you guys could join us today, and we hope you join us again for our next adventures. Bye.
Bye-bye.